taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Bridgewater on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up second.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
Bridgewater's pass complete to DJ Moore.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
And
a check on the numbers by Moore last week. 9 catches, 106 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Bridgewater again. This will be caught at about the 5.
Bridgewater's pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run on first down. It's Peters.
The ball carried by
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
At the 37.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Peters. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. We'll see how they defend him going forward. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. To throw now, here's Love. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 20.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play fake. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Taken down and set.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 8 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Taken down right there at the line of scrimmage.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. second down, McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. To have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it? That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, it's Peters. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Peters. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his 1st carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Peters. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
4-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
42.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That's good.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
Love from the gun.
Most of the damage has been done.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, Bridgewater. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Bears' 37-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Here's Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Peters. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
intercepted by the
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Makes the score.
So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Love's pass.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Peters. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Again, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
1st and 10 at the
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Peters, and he's got this down to the 35.
That's good. We're up.
1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they will be He's set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Makes the score Bears 27.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
To number 88.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 50-yard line.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Love now to pass on first down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
To number 30.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
For a Chicago Bears.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Quarterback sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, Love got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 10 yards out, as the Bears push further out in front.
The extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. Bridgewater. That's caught by Hollister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and
the first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Play fake. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rhodes. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 40.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to Robbie Anderson. First and
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. On the ground, McCaffrey. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
brought down just shy of the goal.
A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th? He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jacob Hollister with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry. He was brought
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Anderson. A gain of 9.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
At the Bears' 5-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Loss of 2 yards.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
To number 34. Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Love. Flush to his right. He finds Brown, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.